All right, that was a bad start, but hey, how's everybody doing? Harley here. I know I did a short a couple of days ago, Sunday? 3 days ago? Something like that. Anyway, going to do a little blurb about the Academy Awards here, the 2022 64th Annual Academy Pop Awards. I didn't watch it. I haven't watched the Grammys since I think I was a kid living at home. My mom used to love all those crazy award shows and all that pomp and circumstance and bullshit. So, I mean, the top notes, the Foo Fighters won 3 awards. Foo Fighters won 3 awards. Of course, right after Taylor Hawkins' passing, the Foos weren't there. They were supposed to perform as well, and of course didn't. They canceled that appearance at the Grammys, of course, following the recent passing of Taylor Hawkins, and they've canceled their tour as well. I'm personally wondering if the band will continue. This is the second band member Dave Grohl's lost. Pat Smear as well. Pat was in Nirvana as well when Kurt passed. So those boys have a lot to get past. It's been a tough run. It's sad. It's really sad. I mean, I've been a massive Van Halen fan since 1979, and losing Eddie October 6th a couple of years ago, in 2020 was killer. Taylor Hawkins' death shocked me. I know he's had issues in the past. I don't care how he passed away. I really don't care. I'm not reading any articles on any substances that he had in his body. If he smoked some cannabis or had some cannabis in his system and some opioids, he could have been taking those for pain. We all know 20 people who are probably taking opioids at this point. I'm not going to cast aspersions on the guy. He was a master artist. He was a master drummer. And he's gone. And it's a damn shame. As difficult as it is, and one of the few things that helped me get past Eddie's passing was the fact that we'll always have the music. There's memories of every show. I saw Van Halen every time they come through. From 79, I missed 78. I get into them kind of late 78, and then in 79, I was all over it. Thanks again to my buddy in high school, Jamie Costa, getting me into the Van Halen. And I'll tell you, when he first started working me on Van Halen, I used to pick on him about it. And there was no way, man. I had my bands, and I was all good. I was Rush and Sabbath, but yeah, he played some Van Halen for me, and that was it. So yeah, I've seen every tour they played until they came through with Wolfgang and Dave. But yeah, the Taylor Hawkins thing, I'd never seen the Foos. I wasn't able to get tickets the last time they were here. They were coming here this September, and I had tickets lined up, so it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that now. There's lots of videos out there. I've got their albums. I've always been a fan, just never got the chance to see them. So I wish for the remaining members, Dave and Pat and Chris and Ramey and everyone in the Foo Fighters organization, and of course Taylor's family, all the relief they can possibly get. It's tough losing a friend. But when you're friends that work together and you're together all the time, I don't know. Anyway, Olivia Rodrigo won 3 awards. My daughter loves it. The thing about the Grammys is they ignore The Rock, right? Did anybody see the Taylor Hawkins dedication that Trevor Noah did? It was decent. Way better than the Eddie Van Halen one that was done last year. And certainly better than the Joey Jordison one that wasn't done at all. Shame on the Grammys for that. Shame on them for that. I mean, an artist and a musician, one of the top metal drummers, and not a mention. So that's pathetic. And reason number 1,284 why I pay no attention to the Grammys. You get the Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett won an award, and her won an award, and I mean, some of these people are very talented, but I'm just not into pop music, man. I have such a hard time doing it. So anyway, there was no slaps, there was no majors. What else did we get? Was there any huge news? We watched the red carpet. We saw Wolfgang Van Halen was nominated. Speaking of Eddie, and him and his girlfriend and Valerie were there. Wolfgang's mom, Eddie Van Halen's ex-wife, and Valerie's, I think, always been in love with Eddie. And I believe she still is, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. She mentioned him, which was classy. It was a tearful little Grammy. So yeah, we did the red carpet thing, and watched what we cared about, and then of course some of the posts where all of the awards were accepted on behalf of, which was the case in the Foo Fighters scenario. And yeah, that's my interest in the Grammys, folks. If you're waiting for me to talk about BTS, that's not going to happen. I've spoken about BTS on social media before, and the attacks are fast and furious from all of the children who are fans. So I don't get into that. I'm not going to fight with a bunch of kids online about the music they dig. Their tastes will grow. That's pretentious, isn't it? So I hope you guys are all doing good. I'd love to know what you guys thought about the Grammys. Who you thought should have been nominated, perhaps who you thought should have won. I just thought that, I think it's great that the Foo Fighters won 3 awards. What else was big news on the Grammys for me? Yeah, not a lot else. So, between all the pomp and circumstance for artists that I really don't care about, I gotta say though, Lil Nas X, his outfit was killer. I wish that boy really rock and rolled, man, because he's got his own thing and that's cool and he's doing great. I kind of admire that guy a little bit. He's a very interesting person, and his videos and his music are interesting. But yeah, he carries himself very well. He's got just enough confidence to get to where his future, I think, he sees himself going. So again, not really my thing, but I can appreciate the talent there. The same as a Lady Gaga, or Taylor Swift. There's definitely talent there. Olivia Rodrigo. She didn't get 3 awards for nothing because she had because she was the smallest girl. She actually dropped one of her awards, which was interesting, and broke it. But that's, when you're carrying 3 of them around, I think that's going to happen. I think Taylor Swift actually broke one year too. But yeah, interesting little thing. My daughter's a huge Olivia fan, so we hear it around here a lot. We play a lot of music, and it's typically a blend. I usually get up. I go to sleep with music, and I get up and I'll go on to Tidal, not Spotify, and I'll put on Tidal. My logic there is the recent Spotify issues were enough to push me over the edge. Tidal is a great service that not only plays high def, so the sound is incredible and far better than than Spotify or any of the other services. But they also give more to the artist than any of the other streaming services, including Apple, Amazon, Spotify, any of the ones you mentioned. Tidal gives the most. It's still not a lot, but it's the most that a streaming service will give. So you got to get out there and fight for a little bit more. Again, I've said it before, artists are starving off this revenue from these streaming companies, and 1 million plays, here's your $17 check. Now get out on the road and sell some merch if you want to pay your bills. So that's kind of what it is on the artist point of view. But yeah, it was an interesting night. We don't watch the Oscars. Well, I don't watch the Oscars. I think my wife kind of digs it, but I don't watch those either. Heard about the slap. I think the most pertinent comment that I can make to that, well, there's two. Interestingly enough, Steven Van Zandt, Little Steven from Bruce Springsteen's band, posted something the other day that if that were anybody else up there that Will slapped, chances are he wouldn't have made it back to his table. The other one was Ricky Gervais says, I wouldn't have joked about her hair. I would have made a joke about her boyfriend. Ricky Gervais continues to impress me. So maybe he'll host next year. Who knows? Then I'd watch. So anyway, folks, that's what I got on the Grammys this year. The 65th will be next year. They'll probably have less rockers in there. The Pop Fest will continue, and I probably won't care still. So I want you all to go out and listen to whatever music you love. What I care doesn't mean beans. So I mean, I won't get into your tastes are this, your tastes are that. We all have our own tastes, and I don't like some things and I love other things. And you know what? If we all like the same stuff, it'd be a pretty damn boring world. Diversity is what makes the world go around. So keep it up, keep listening, keep supporting the artists you love. Music is life, man. Buy more music, buy more tickets. Support your bands. That's the one great thing you can do for these artists. Don't get caught into these $1,000 a month LP buying stretches that I've somehow managed to coerce myself into a couple of times last year. Sometimes gets away from you, and you got to do some catch up after that. Anyway, just wanted to put this out there for you guys. I'm going to start doing some more dedicated topics. It looks like, I checked yesterday and there's 39 followers. I personally want to thank each and every one of you for being followers. It means the world to me that you people would take the time out of your busy lives to look at some slop that I'm putting out there on the internet in video form. Love you all for it. Thank you so much. It's not an ad-driven channel or anything like that. This is just me pouring my passion out into the world, and some are going to love it and some are going to hate it, and that's cool because it's a discussion. As long as we keep moving forward, we're always doing good. All right, you guys. Thank you very much for everything. Once again, all my appreciation. Like and subscribe. Click the link below. If you have any comments, if there's anything you'd like to see, if you have anything to say about this or any other video, by all means, comment. I check the comments regularly, and I'll shout you back, and we can have a short one-on-one or whatever it takes to to move forward on this musical journey we're all on together on this glowing orb. All right, peace to everyone. Take care.